on a planet called Earth lived a rare amazing species who possessed the awesome abilities to make people cry of laughter and melt the frozen hearts. She also holds a sizable amount of wisdom. She lives among you humans and she goes by the name of Boydie.
Yahoo! It is Void Brew, and I am back with the last video of this series. So, since it's the last video and I've kind of went over the 5 week period, I decided to wrap up the last three subjects in the one. Two of them are kind of they go hand in hand together. I guess they're all kind of related in some kind of way. Anyways, also the house is getting painted, so if you hear noises in the background, I am not getting burgled. The house is getting painted. Okay. So, yes. So the three subjects are how to make friends, how to deal with bullies, and how to deal with social media. Now, I've talked about bullies before in the past, so it's kind of just like a recap, kind of touch up. Maybe he's add a few things and stuff like that. So, making friends. To me, making friends is kind of easy. I'm not saying that to be bragging of myself, but I kind of have like a secret power on how to know. Since my past, I've in the past I've kind of made friends with the wrong people. I've never done anything drastically bad. I haven't smoked. I haven't took drugs or sprayed graffiti on a wall or anything like that. But it's just they had kind of a bad influence on me. They were kind of rebellious, and I wasn't. I've always been like a goody two shoes. I've always been kind of like a nerd, kind of like SWAT to be honest with you, and just abide by the rules. But with them, they kind of pulled me away from the path. To be honest with you, but like I say, I never done something too drastic. But with their influence, I probably have done things that I shouldn't have done. But that was years ago. I was probably 16, 17 at the time. And now, since that, I've kind of learned who I should and who I shouldn't be friends with. Now, people you shouldn't be friends with is if you've got to change who you are to impress them. And that's not what friendship is. Friendship is people who accept you for who you are and that they want to be your friends because of who you are. So if you feel as if you've got to be rebellious because you want them to be your friends, then you shouldn't really be friends with them. That's all I'm saying. But I've learned that the hard way, and like I say, you learn from your mistakes, and that's what makes you human. To be honest with you. Sorry about the reflection. Bad lighting today. If I tilt a little bit, does that help? Yeah, it does help a little bit, I think. Anyways, so yeah. So how to make friends? If you think that the people like the same things that you are, or I think that if you want to be friends with people, make sure they're a good person. To be honest, to start with, make sure they're good people. Be like Harry Potter. Like I think I can tell the wrong sort from myself. That kind of thing. So, so yeah. Um, blind thought. I'm sorry. So yes, so it's easy making friends if they like the same things with you and they're good people. They'll probably be your friends. It's good to be friends with someone that has the same interests as you because then you have something to talk about and something to do. Like say they like music, you can hang out and have like a jamming session or go to a concert together or listen to music together. So you have something in interest, or some people have sport interests. You can play sport, kick a ball about, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's things you need to watch out for. But I think just approach them. It's the easiest thing. Start by saying hello, how are you today? Compliment. It's kind of the same as talking to the opposite sex, really, isn't it? Like you compliment something that they're wearing, not they. Oh, you're very pretty. Something that they're wearing. Oh my goodness, I love that bag. Oh, thank you. I got it from New Look. I'm not sponsored by New Look. It was the first thing that came to my head. So yeah. Usually when someone's a fan of something, they kind of like wear like badges or they have like merchandise with like I used to love Twilight. I used to be obsessed with Twilight. So I kind of had like Twilight like stickers and like badges and key rings and pens and pencil cases. So if you see what's the new biggest thing, Stranger Things. I'm watching Stranger Things. I'm just getting into it. I'm on like almost finished the first season. I know I've been late, but it's a good show. So maybe someone has like a Stranger Things backpack. For example, I I sometimes see people wearing like with me being a fan of K-pop. Like sometimes it's rare. It's rare that you'll see someone with like an EXO or BTS top, and if I see someone, I go, "Hey, nice top, cha cha boo cha boa," and if they say "bow wow wow," it's friendship. Friendship. When I went to the Expo weekend, there was a girl that liked BTS, right? And I found out she liked BTS, and I was like, "Oh, is it true? Does she like it?" And on the way back to the dorms, I shouted, "Jaja Buchawawa." I can't pronounce it right because I'm not Korean, but she knew what I was, and she went. She swung her neck around like an owl, and she was like, "Bow wow wow," and I was like, "Sister, yes." It was like a slow motion high five. Oh, good times, good times. Um, so yeah, that's it's basically how it goes. Find someone that has the same interests as you, the same kind of. Some people don't even have interests, and then that's why it's good to make friends. So then you find out the interest because 99% of the time you'll probably, if you have a friend you like the same kind of thing or they have influence on you, they'll be like, this is a good band. Oh, I like this band. Yeah, yeah, it's good. Join out together. That's how friends roll. I remember making friends in year 7 with a girl. This is how, sadly, we kind of like grew apart after I hit year 10. I don't know what happened. I was happily staying friends with her, but it was kind of like she kind of avoided me. I don't know why. But she was kind of like my year. If there's anyone watching from my school, I'm not like labeling everyone, but the people who are watching this, you probably be able to relate. A lot of the people in my year were that's what they were. They were very petty. They weren't very nice people, to be honest with you. A lot of them weren't very nice people. So this girl, she had autism, and she wasn't stupid. She was very intelligent, and but nobody wanted to be her friend because she had autism, and I kind of felt sorry for her, and I took pity on her. My laptop's saying it needs charge. I'll charge it after I record this. Yeah, and when we did swimming, she couldn't swim. She never learned to swim, and the teacher suggested that someone would help her learn to swim by holding her hands and gently, like, not dragging her, but so she had like support as she lifted her feet off the floor. And nobody done that, and nobody would do it. But I said, I'll do it, no problem. I already know how to swim. I don't need to learn to swim. I'll help this girl swim. And it was like we're kind of bonded because like she kind of went for like half the first year of senior school, and it's kind of like scary starting like a new school, especially as you go into senior school because you're getting older. And I felt sorry for her, and she went like a whole half a year, bless her, by herself, being picked on, being bullied, and I was just like, took swimming class, swimming class. Like you didn't really swim in the winter time. It's more like in the summertime. So after Christmas, you would start swimming again, and I was like, the poor girl hasn't went this long without a friend. Oh, and I felt I was heartbroken in the pool, and I was like, yeah, pet, I'll help you. Oh, and she was so lovely though. She was so lovely, but she had like she was teased a lot for a lot of the things that she'd done, but she couldn't help it because she had autism, and like she did a lot of things in the change room. I don't want to go into too much detail because even though she probably won't watch it, it is embarrassing for her. So and I was always the one that would stick up for her, and I'd be like, look, she can't help it, so just leave her alone. What's the matter with people? She's obviously got like autism. It's like, oh, I just don't understand why people have got to be so cruel and so harsh. But yeah, a thing for bullying, right? I've said how to deal with bullying and how to stand up to bullies. But I think the best thing to stand up to for a bully is to stand up for someone. It's like I I've always like I've always been bullied. So when it came to somebody else being bullied, I didn't want to stand that because I knew how they went, what they're going through. So I was like, look, it's not cool. So just, I'm pretty sure you're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. You live and you learn it. Hannah Montana, throwback. Throwback. So yeah, and it's just like, I think that's the main thing about bullying. So yes, making friends is pretty easy. Just be nice to someone, you know what I mean? Just say hello, just compliment them, and I'm pretty sure it took that little act of kindness for us to be friends, and then we kind of fell out, and I have a good reason. It's because obviously, like I said, there was a lot of people in our year that weren't very nice, and they like to tell lies, and they like to stir the pot. And I remember one day in class, for example, we were in year 9 and we were in the same maths class. Someone said something to her that I said, which I never said because I'm not a nasty person. I'm not going to say what it was. And she took it to heart and she thought that I said it. And I was just like, and then when I tried talking to her, she was just like blankness. And then I was just like, well, why are you not talking to us? I don't understand what I've done. And she burst into tears and she told us what happened. Such and just said that you said this, and I was just like, no, I never said that. Never said that. All you need to stop listening to what other people say. And so I knew from that point that no matter what people say, she's going to take it to heart. But that's also like a part of like autism. So I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I never got the chance to find out what happened. I tried making the effort to speak to her, and she wasn't having it. So I was just like, probably best if I just leave it. It's sad that she listened to the wrong kind of people, but hey ho. Maybe now she's probably thinking maybe I shouldn't have listened to what people are saying. And if you're watching this, I'm not going to mention names, but maybe there is a chance that you might watch this, but you might know who you are. Look, I hope one day we'll bump into each other and that we can be friends again. I'm not going to apologise because I know I haven't done anything wrong. The thing I am going to apologise for is I'm sorry that whatever happened, like whatever somebody said that I've supposed to have said or done, I'm sorry that that upset you. I'm apologising on their behalf, not my behalf, because I haven't done anything wrong. But anyways, getting into social media. Social media is a big thing. It is a scary thing. The other girl, the other day at Girls Brigade, one of the girls asked us, since you've been on YouTube, because I've been on YouTube about 3 years now, and she says, have you got any hate? And I'm quite honoured to say that I haven't, actually. People have been quite supportive. And, yeah. So, but people just think social media is just like this thing that people talk about. And I think it's more the parents have to be more aware of this, because it's like things can be said on social media that hurt a child, to be honest with you. And it's so easy for the technology these days. It's so easy for one thing to be said, one thing to be done, and that to be screenshotted and spread across the whole of social media. And it's like once it's said, it's said. Once it's done, it's done. It's not getting rid of it. Like even if you think, oh, I'll delete it, it's not there, it's not there, it's not done. Like people think, oh, I'll send this nasty message and then I'll delete it from my end, I'll delete the comment. But once that had an impact, say someone uploaded a photo and you've, oh my goodness, look at the state of that, and you went, ugly or something like that. Like they'll read that message and they'll be like, they've got the confidence to upload that photo. You don't know what they're going through. It might have took them a week just to upload a photo, and who are you to say you look ugly or you look fat? You know, like I said, nobody's perfect, so why say it? Especially, I think social media bullying is the worst kind of bullying because you're doing it behind the keyboard. You're not seeing it as a face. I hated when people used to say stuff behind my back. Say whatever you want to my face, just don't say it behind my back. You know, if I'm affecting you, grow some balls and come and tell us to my face. You know what I mean? So it's the worst thing, and that's how most of the like teenage suicide, young people suicide is caused by social media, and it's like, oh, I just think considering I haven't got anything private. The only thing I haven't really got anything private on social media. Everything's open. But I do think it is a good idea, and I know you probably think that's hypocritical. But if you're at a young age and you're at like a I don't know the right word at this time, but you probably know what I mean. I would make your account private because there's gonna be a lot of older men, a lot of older women, if you're a boy, out there that are willing to take advantage of you. It's happened to me before. Not like anything's dangerously happened to me, but when I first started Facebook, because I've always been like this nice person, if you say hi to me, I'll say hi back. And yeah, so I was only like 14 because that's the age to be on Facebook. And I said hi back, and I literally had, like I'm saying about photos, just be careful what you upload. There was I went to London for my birthday, and I had a lollipop, a gummy bear lollipop, and I was eating a lollipop, and with a very revealing top on. Didn't know it at the time. Obviously, I'm not that kind of person to be very revealing, but the dress was quite revealing, and I didn't know it at the time. I was quite innocent at the time, didn't think there was anything wrong with the photo. Took the photo, uploaded it as my profile picture. A guy from a foreign country. I'm not saying that's all foreigners that was seeing it, by the way, this is just my story. And I said hi. He said something inappropriate to me. I said, I said, what? And then he sent me an inappropriate message. Now, at the time, like a fool, at the time, I was very shocked at it, and I was quite dramatised by it because, as I say, I was quite innocent. I'm still innocent. But, like, I didn't, at the time, when you think about it, how long ago was that? Almost 10 years ago. Well, it's age, but almost 10 years ago. Time has changed from now. Young people are more aware of loads of different things, but at that time it wasn't anything that you talked about, or wasn't anything that you saw, it wasn't anything that you discussed about. So I told my parents, so you told us, block them straight away, and yeah. But if that's happening to me, what other young people is it happening to? Actually, speaking of being careful of what you upload, I've seen a protest, and this girl had a Facebook account, and she had a photo from a 25th birthday, and a photo of her standing outside of her house. Sorry about that. In mid recording, my laptop decided to die on us, so yeah. So it's a couple of days later because after I videoed that, I went out and then it was too late to video. So yes. So I was mentioning the story. So yes, so she had posted a picture on her 20th birthday. She posted a picture of her and a friend outside her house. And so yeah. So with that information, with the photos, someone decided to since they have her date of birth, they had her dress somehow, they had her name, they decided to steal her identity, and with that identity they could access banks or buy stuff using that her identity. So you've just got to be so careful. It's a scary place, social media. People just think that, oh, it's just a bit funny, it's a way to just speak to your friends, but there are dangerous people out there. So all I'm saying is please be aware of that. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to mention. I'm just saying, be aware, okay? Just be careful. If you are a very young age, preferably just starting social media, probably best to just have your friends on. Don't add people that you don't add people that you don't know. Maybe even make your account private so the only people that have access to it are your friends and family. Be safe. Be safe, people. Be safe. Okay, so that's it. That's the end of Big Sister series. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you got something out of it. If there's anything else you want me to talk about, then feel free to drop a message down below or follow me on social media and I shall do the video. Don't be dumb, click the phone, be gems and share with your friends and I shall see you next time. Bye!